Right, Pete, they've asked for it, they're gonna get it. Let's head into the Greenwing. It's looking pretty dark here, look. This will be a bit of a test for the new lighting. So it's dark. We've walked in, no light switches, and let there be light! Whoop whoop. Okay, so I've cleared a bit of space. We've got the coffee machine. We've got the hot water and cold water machine. And somebody said, all you need now is a beer pump, Scott. And I said, well, I've got one. If you build it, they will come, was the comments. Do a video on it, we will watch it. Well, this is putting it to the test. Are you going to watch me set up a perfect draft black machine? And we'll get it set up, we'll have a look at it, and then we'll pull a pint on it, and then we'll let it sit for the time that it needs and pull another one. Here it is, boys and girls, the Philips Perfect Draft Black. We'll set that down. And then we have the bits that go with it. We have the drip tray. We have the pump head and nozzle. And pretty much the most important part, the actual keg of beer itself. I've kept this outside because they need to be down at 3 degrees before they'll actually pull a proper pint. Otherwise you just get froth and froth and froth and froth. So this probably isn't down at 3 degrees. This is probably a little bit too warm because it's not quite that cold out here. I'll sit it back outside whilst we get the machine set up, and then we'll go through the installation process. So the machine's in place. We've just got to decide where we're going to plug it in. I think I'll take the plugs this side. So I'm going to borrow that one out of there, that one out of there. Oh. These sockets are getting a bit stiff, and put it in there. So everything's over this side. You'll see it comes on with a red light. That's because it's nowhere near cold enough, and it takes some time to cool down. Inside, that's the plate that will start cooling down. And it says, when you unpack it and unwrap it and everything, it says position it somewhere suitable, keeping some space around it, because it's got a bit of a refrigeration unit built into this. There's a little maybe like compressor type thing that's running the fridge unit, and plus you need to be able to open the door to change the keg in and out. So looking at this door, it's a bit closer to the hot water machine, so we'll just slide that way a little bit, and I think that will probably just be enough. We'll maybe just nick a little bit more, and that's definitely enough. We can put our drip tray in position. When we put our drip tray in position, we've got a little locating peg there just to slot in there. It's a little bit loose, but it will stay where it is. Has a little curved part there to stop it pushing too much left to right, but there it is. And then that's your drip tray there in position. It was upside down for some reason, but there you go. It's in position, ready for that. So this is our nozzle handle that's going to go on top of the keg. So let's bring in the keg. Bring in the keg! Here we are. You see it's been outside. Each new keg comes with a new nozzle replacement for the keg top, so it's always fresh. This rubber tends to get a kink in it further up the top as it passes through. I'll show you that shortly. So we'll just break into this. easily done. And then we need to push this pipe down that hole down there. Now you want as less chance of a kink going in here as possible. Every time I pull one out it's kinked, and it's the kink that creates even more froth. So even if it's not cold and you got a kink in it, it's going to just be pure froth that you're pulling out of these things. So line it up to the hole that it's going to go through, knock the handle forward and just feed that through and through, push it into position, let the nozzle go, the handle go back, and then just push your white bit back into the head, and then that is ready to go on top. You'll see that the pipe is sticking through your nozzle head, and that's fine, you know, don't matter whether you like that or not, it's going to work fine. Then all we do is give it the old Vinnie Jones treatment and push down into position. That's now ready to go. This nozzle at the back is going to locate into a hole at the back there, so we're going to slide the unit down and into that to get it fully into place. So my glamorous assistant will watch this slot in, and that just slots into place, a definite click and lock, and then you can bring those two shoulders down and lock. You can see now we've gone amber. That's because this isn't cold enough, and it's going to try and cool this down over a period of time. You close the machine up, and to all intents and purposes that's ready to go. Not until you get a green light on there, but it will pull you a pint. It says to hold the pint glasses at 45 degrees and make a definite pull with the handle. Don't dither about at the top end, you know, just pull it down and let it go. Let's try one, shall we? We know we're going to get a frothy pint, so no comments about have you got a flake for that or anything, please. I'll go and get a pint pot. One pint glass, Hawkstone's special. So it's a Hawkstone's that I normally get. I've got 3 or 4 of these up in the garage. Very well much loved by the wife for having this when I don't drink. Let's see how about this. Has been outside, this keg, so it will be cool, but it's not going to be cold. We've not got a green light, so we expect an ice cream. So at least 45 degrees. And then a straight pull down with the handle. Are you ready? Now what I've seen advised to do, let it get its skittiness out of its system. Pull at least half a pint. By the time that settles it'll be half a pint. And let it sit for a little while. While we're waiting for that to settle, let's give you some tips and tricks for this thing. First one. Get yourself one, buy it. Get onto the website and buy yourself the kits that comes with it. You can buy them in 3s, 4s, 5s. The more you buy, the more you get for your money. It becomes cheaper. They do them in kits with special glasses. So this is the Hawkstones. I've got a couple of perfect drafts ones in there. But for some really good tips, if you're having people round, get this set up the night before. It is going to sit bubbling away, and you know you'll hear it working. But it's like a fridge, so it's going to take time to cool. If you put this on as people come through the door, you're going to get ice cream all day long, and then by the time everybody's gone, you're pulling perfect pints. One keg holds between 9 and 11 pints, so depending on how many people you're going round and how many you've got joining. So if I've got Ryan joining me, spare keg in the fridge, you're going to need it. Put it in the fridge, that'll keep it cool. If you've got room for 2, get another one in there, and that they'll be cool and ready when this one is emptied and finished. That's a pretty good tip. When you're finished with your empty kegs, they're worth a fiver if you take them back to where you get them from. There's lots of stores and places that do them. I tend to give mine to Ryan because he's got a store near him. I just order offline. I can't be bothered sending them back and this and that and the other. So Ryan collects all my empties and he disappears off to the shop where he gets his from off the shelf. And good for him. He can enjoy £5 for every one I do. Luckily for me, I don't drink that much. He's only ever probably got one to collect, unless we've had a night where we've had a few people round, and family and whatnot. What other tips are there for this thing? There's probably not a great deal. I've seen videos where people are really rambling on with tips and tricks and stuff. The main thing is get it cold, get it ready, 45 degrees, definite pull, and enjoy your pints. So let's pull the final bit into this. It's settled down a little bit. That's got rid of that first nastiness that comes out of these machines, but with it not being cold, it's still not going to pull great. But my glamorous assistant behind the camera, who is going to do a face reveal when his YouTube channel explodes, so I'll put the details of his YouTube channel down below. If you could go and subscribe to him, give him a bit of a boost and a bit of a kick. When he gets his plaque, his 100,000th subscriber, he'll do a face reveal. Until that point, he's going to be behind camera and doing his channel without showing his face. But let's convince him to show it. Let's pull the rest of this pint and then he can have his well-earned drink. So you can see it's still full of life. It's bubbling away. We'll let him have this settled down. And seeing as it's night time, it's 9:30, it's not long after Nigel did his video and I stupidly mentioned, yes, I've got a beer thing, let's set it up. Here we go. Are they worth having? Yeah, I would say so. If you don't like going out and about, it's beer to drink at home if you're a beer drinker. Again, I'm not really. I'm on my coffee machine and my teas and stuff. So, but I do social drink. I'll have a pint every now and again. When we go on a trip, I'll have a pint or two with friends. But it's nice to give people a pint if they like it when they come. Probably Guinness will be one to get if they do a Guinness, because I know a few people that like the Guinnesses. We'll come back in the morning and I'll be without my glamorous assistant, so I'll have to do the camera work myself. But this should be green and we'll do a pint in the morning, and I'll have a morning pint before I go to work. What do we think to that one? As if. Right, see you in the morning. Morning everyone. Say morning, it's the following day anyway. The machine's been on overnight. I don't know what time it got to temperature because I was upstairs spitting Zeds out, but we have a nice clean Hawkston's pint glass, a green light on the top of the machine that says we're ready to go. So let's bring you in and let's see. In fact, let's do it from the other side. Let's see how this pint pulls. So any kind of angle, but preferably a 45, and then a swift down with the handle. I do know that the lagers, the Hawkston, the Stellas and a few of the other lagers are very lively, so they do froth up a lot anyway. The ales and the beers and the bitters are a lot better in these machines to not produce such a massive head. But let's see how we go now. Bit of a head, probably down to my poor pulling, but there you go. That'll settle up nice and quickly. It's a lot better than the little bit we were getting yesterday. I think I probably could have pulled that a little bit better, but for the intense purpose of the video, I'll show it as as it is. It is very lively, the Hawkston, like I say, but yeah, there you go. Leave the machine running. I don't know how much they cost to run. Can't be any more than a small fridge, because that's all it is, a small refrigeration unit keeping it cool. But yeah, top tricks: keep spare kegs in the fridge so that they're ready to use if you're going to be having anything happening. Just keep them as cold as possible, because as soon as you change it into here, yes, the plate will be cold but the beer will be warm, so you know it's got to then catch up with itself. Use the website to get the deals. You get your special glasses and stuff. Before you know it, you'll be inundated with loads of different glasses and bits. And spend those beer tokens that you come round. So as you return the kegs and as you purchase more and more beers, you'll get beer tokens. So make sure you use them. So it settles quite nicely. Just put a little bit more in to try and make it look like a proper pint. We get as ice cream bit 99, and it's not too bad, is it? It's good. But if you get the ales and the bitters, if that's your kind of tipple, you'll the liveliness of those is a lot less, and there won't be anything like that. But this is a lot better than what we had yesterday before it cooled down. So very good in all. Enjoy it. I'm going to reach out to Phillips and Perfect Draft. I do have an account with them. I'll reach out to their departments and see if there's anything they would like to do to offer you guys a discount. This isn't subsidised by them in any way, this video. It was just last night on a video I mentioned that I'd got one and people said, oh, we'd be interested in seeing it, so here it is. So that's now the 3 drinks machines all in a row: hot water, cold water, beer and a coffee machine. Take your choice when you come here now. So that's going to do it. Get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, be kind to each other, animals and the planet, and as always, I'll see you guys again in the next one.